Back in 1999, I was 6 years old and one of the most important games of my childhood was released. Now, 25 years later, at the ripe old age of 30, the game has been ported onto the PS5, and not only that, it also has a trophy list. As soon as the trophy list was announced for this game, I knew I had to come back and make it my 50th Platinum trophy on this account. My obsession with Toy Story at this age was huge. I'm pretty sure I have like this Buzz Lightyear teddy somewhere from around that period as well. I may have to go looking for it after I finish making this video. Now, enough backstory, I think it's time I finally get into the trophies for Toy Story 2. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. In total, we are looking at 39 trophies, 18 of them bronze, 17 silver, 3 gold, and of course the platinum trophy. All of these can be done in one playthrough, as you can go back through all of the missions at any time to play that level again, which I end up doing later on as I need some unlocks from later levels to use on earlier levels. The first level we start off in is Andy's house. I first entered the garage as I wanted to race against the RC car. This is quite an easy race, and after the RC car ran into all the obstacles, I was easily able to complete all 3 laps in first place and receive the trophy, fastest space ranger in town. Next, I went up into the attic in search of one of Bo Peep's sheep. While here, I came across a tin robot, and after swiftly defeating it, we received the trophy, Cardboard Arena Champion. I then made my way up the support beams across the top of the attic, made my way to the very end and found one of Bo Peep's sheep. I then went round and found the remaining ones, heading back to the kitchen and returning them to Bo Peep for the trophy, Buzz Lightyear Part-Time Shepherd. Now that we have finished inside Andy's house, it is now time we head to the next level, which is Andy's neighborhood. And this is where I messed up with one of the trophies. I misread the trophy description and thought that I needed to come back and beat the RC once I had the rocket boots that would power me onto victory. Instead, I actually needed to beat the RC without the need of the boots. So that is a trophy that I don't pick up this time round. What I do get though, after collecting something that has Buzz's face on, is 9 lives. For holding 9 lives at any time, we receive the trophy to infinity and beyond. After going around the entirety of the level, I found the last of the Sarge's troops and returned them to Sarge for the trophy, a good soldier never leaves a man behind. After this, I finally climbed the big tree to fight the boss of this level, known as Zurg Kite. After a long drawn out battle, I finally beat the kite to receive the trophy, Let's Go Down a Kite. And with that, the second level has been completed, but we will be back later for another trophy. Now, this third level is not your typical level that we've had so far. No, this is an actual boss level, so we just have to fight this airplane. Thankfully, it's a relatively easy fight. After a couple of charged shots, we easily take it down and receive the trophy by playing crazy. With the boss stage out of the way, it's time we return to the normal stages now, and this next level is called Construction Yard. Now, for this trophy, I'm going to be honest, I got by complete luck. All we have to do here is create 3 batches of paint. Now, when I tell you that I have never remembered what colours mixed together to make another colour, I mean that I could never remember. Thankfully though, from just pure guesswork and realizing that I could only mix a certain amount, I pushed the paint into the certain ones, got all 3 colors that I needed and received the trophy, exploring that creative spark. Now that we have found a piece of Mr. Potato Head and returned it to him, we unlock a new weapon type that we can find around the levels. These are discs that can shoot out at enemies, and they also lock onto those enemies. This is needed to beat the boss of this level called Jackhammer. We make our way to the top of the structure again and beat Jackhammer, giving us the trophy, Get Jackhammered. From the top of the structure, I jump and fall all the way back down to return the foreman's little tykes, giving us the trophy, Oh great, you found them. And with that, the construction yard level has been completed, and we move on to the next level called Alleys and Gullies. There really isn't much to do here, as we will have to come back later to get the remaining trophies. We are only able to access certain parts of this level once we have unlocked future pickups from levels that we have not yet unlocked. So it's just the 2 trophies for now. The first is to jump on all the lily pads, and I definitely did this without falling into the water. Once jumping onto the last one, we receive the trophy, How Riveting. We then make our way to the other side of the map and ride a balloon onto a trash can, giving us the trophy, One toy's trash is Buzz's treasure. After leaving this level, we now enter another boss stage, this one being called Slime Time. This was definitely one of the more painful bosses to fight. We have to constantly shoot it so it gets smaller and goes back into the trash can. However, at the same time, we have to dodge its attacks and him also trying to close the distance to us. Anytime that we are not shooting it, it starts to get larger again. I am just grateful that we can rewind on the PS5 for these games because it was definitely used during this fight. Eventually, we managed to finally take it down and receive the trophy, Back Alley Cleanup. Now that this boss is done, it's time to move on to Owl's Toy Barn. Same as before, we only pick up 2 trophies here. First, we need to defeat the boss of this stage, which is a dinosaur, but we cannot touch the green goo. Obviously, I messed this up and have to use the rewind feature again to take me back and take it out, giving us the trophy, Attentive Space Ace. I then make my way to the top of some filing cabinets and pick up a pizza token, which gave us the trophy, A Prize Unfiled. That is all for Owl's Toy Barn for now. It is time to go back to Andy's neighborhood, and this is where I messed up. In Owl's Toy Barn, I unlocked the Rocket Jack boots, which are used to give you a huge boost in speed. I thought I needed to beat RC by using these boots for a trophy. Turns out the opposite is true. I need to beat RC without the Rocket Jet boots, so after beating RC with the boots, I reload the level, race RC again without the boots, and win, giving us the trophy, This Isn't Fair. This next level is called Owl's Spaceland. The boss on this level is Buzz's buggy. After a quick and easy fight, we receive the trophy. Well, that should hold you to the court martial. The rewind feature is unfortunately needed yet again for this next trophy because I am terrible at timing on these zip lines that are used to race against the flying saucer. Eventually, I managed to get it right and beat the flying saucer in a race to receive the trophy, Full Throttle. Then shortly after this, I returned all of the aliens back to the mothership to receive the trophy, You have saved our lives, we are eternally grateful. And with that done, we have completed this level and it is time to take on the next boss stage. This time we have to fight a giant spaceship. Seems relatively simple, we just need to damage the pods, causing them to drop the enemies, defeat the enemies, and then attack the spaceship again. We eventually defeated the spaceship and received the trophy. I knew there was something I didn't like about that chicken. Time to quickly go back to Owl's Toy Barn now, as I actually missed a trophy here. There was a race on this level that I needed to complete 2 times, but I only completed it the once. This was easily done and we received the trophy, Rooster's Run. Before we get to Owl's penthouse, we of course have to take on the elevator level. This level is purely vertical and I wanted to make sure not to fall and to collect everything on my first run up to the top. We encountered our first puzzle, which was to get all of the electrical wires lined up in the middle. This was pure skill on my part and I will never have another gamer moment like this again, as I managed to do it the first time. After picking up the pizza token, this gave me the trophy, Wired and Ready. We now have to make our way all the way back down to the start of the level. Instead of falling down the huge elevator shaft, we race a pizza token down through the air ducts. For winning this race, we are granted that pizza token, giving us the trophy, the Great Air Duct Race. After getting a couple more pizza tokens, we make our way all the way back to the top of the elevator shaft, as there is a boss that we need to fight. This boss is called Spider Gunro. Definitely one of the easier bosses. Shoot it, wait for it to start flashing and shoot again. We quickly defeated the spider and received the trophy, I Choose Buzz Lightyear. Thanks to the elevator level, we have finally got a new pickup unlocked in the grappling hook. This allows us to get to higher points that we couldn't before. So the first thing I did was head back to the level called Alleys and Gullies. I used the grappling hook to get to the top to take on the boss of this level, which was a clown. I had to defeat the clown though with only spin attacks. So I charged it up and hit it several times to defeat it, receiving the trophy, Spin to Win. We have now finally made our way to Owl's penthouse, and the first character we see is Bullseye. Bullseye has a challenge for us to collect the horseshoes scattered around within a time limit. I quickly made my way through and collected them all, giving them back to Bullseye for a pizza token and the trophy, Ride Like the Wind, Bullseye. I then collected all 5 of Jessie's critters, returning them to her to receive the trophy. Well, aren't you just the sweetest space toy I ever did meet? Now this next trophy took quite a long time for me to complete. It was the boss of this stage, known as the Gunslinger. Defeating the Gunslinger normally wouldn't be too difficult, however for the trophy we needed to beat it only using the charged laser. The issue with this is if you are hit, the charged laser energy is depleted, meaning you have to charge it again again, but by the time you start, the gunslinger is already shooting again. After a lot of trouble, I finally took the gunslinger down, resulting in us getting the trophy, Reach for the Sky. With Owl's penthouse completed, it's now time to take on the next boss stage. This boss is Emperor Zurg himself. For a boss stage, this yet again was another easy one. My only complaint is that he just kept running away from my attacks. After getting a final spin attack off on him, he fell down the elevator shaft, resulting in us getting the trophy. So we meet again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time. The next level is Airport Infiltration. Just like the other levels, we have things to collect and a boss to fight. The thing we need to collect in this one is for Rocket Gibraltar, and we have to collect weights. After collecting 5 and returning them, we received the trophy, Weighted Success. We then took on Stinky Pete, and yet again it was an easy fight. All I did for this fight was run around him in a circle and spin. Hitting him a couple of times brings him down and gives us the trophy, Prospective Winner. Just one final trophy in here, and that is to make our way to the top of the broken plane to collect a pizza token. For collecting this prize, we receive the trophy, Plane Scavenger. We have now come to the final level of the game. Once I complete this level, I plan to go back to previous levels and collect the miscellaneous trophies that I missed before taking on the last boss stage. So this level is called Tarmac Trouble, and we pick up 3 trophies here. The first trophy requires some setup. We actually needed to speak to Rex on every single level that he appears in. With this being the last level and speaking to him, we are given the trophy, You're a Better Buzz Than I Am. After this, we find the boss of the level, which is a blacksmith. He has a similar attack to the prospector, however the blacksmith's attack follows you, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Eventually though, I took him out, resulting in us getting the trophy, Forge Ahead. Just one final trophy on this level, and that is to solve the puzzle to make the helicopter land. Remember when I said earlier that I had a moment of pure skill, a true gamer moment, and it wouldn't happen again? Well, it did. I managed to solve this puzzle first time, and it was glorious. We are rewarded with not only a pizza token, but also the trophy, Heli Helper. And with that done, we have only one boss stage left. However, before we go there, we need to pick up 2 trophies that we missed. First, we head back to the construction yard, as I need to take a relaxing dip in the cement that gives us the trophy, Guaranteed to Stick. Then we make our way back to our Spaceland, as because I am a true gamer, I managed to get the pizza token from the claw machine on the first try. For the trophy, however, I needed to fail to grab the token 3 times. For a true gamer like myself, this was very difficult to do, but I had to put all of my skills aside and managed to get this trophy. Finally, I missed for the 3rd time, finally giving me the trophy, The Game Is Rigged. And with that, it is time we head into the final boss stage called Prospector Showdown. Now, with a level name like that, I thought another fight with the Prospector was about to take place. However, I was only partly right. While yes, I was about to face off against the Prospector again, I also had to fight the Gunslinger and the Blacksmith as well. They led me into a false sense of security with those previous boss stages, as they were easy, and this boss stage was anything but. A life was taken from me during this stage, but no restart was needed and we could continue. Eventually, I finally took them all out, resulting in us getting the final trophy. Well, Stinky Pete, I think it's time you learn the true meaning of playtime. And then finally receiving my 50th platinum on this account. I'm proud of you, cowboy. If this game was a game that you had never had the chance to play during your childhood, I highly recommend it. I really do hope that Sony bring back more of these classic games that I can platinum, as they are incredible.